dead, what the hell they should do. Say your prayers and beg for forgiveness. The reaper is rising and you're on the checklist. You can run but you cannot hide. Your ending was closer and death is on your side. Your decision, your life has made it hard for you to survive. Count your chickens, accept your losses. You are the reason for the nails in your coffin. Shame, shame, I know your name.
What's up, everybody? Joe here from Podcast Rock City. All right, so this is something new for us. We don't normally get together and do something in the middle of the morning. Hi, Lee. How are you?
Hey, Joe. What's up?
Okay, so this was the Howard Stern interview, and I enjoyed the interview. It got really personal.
I loved it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really good.
Yeah, it was very personal, and it was interesting. Good morning, everybody that's on the show right now with us and hanging out. Good morning, good morning. Let us know in the comment section what you guys thought. So December 1st and 2nd.
Yep.
Final 2 Kiss shows at Madison Square Garden. Tickets go on sale the 6th for pre-sale if you're a member of the Kiss Army. And then on I believe it's the 10th if you are not. So, hi, everybody. Hi, Chris. Hi, Craig. Hi, Nick. Matt. Karen, you're upstairs. It's good to see you guys. In the comment, this is the coolest thing about Podcast Rock City is we're doing this live with you every week, and you could comment right there in the comment section and let us know what you guys think while we're doing it. Lee is having her coffee. John Clark said he already booked his hotel. Damn.
We got to get on it, Joe.
We got to get on it. I joined the Kiss Army. Karen, while we were listening to the interview, Karen went online and got joined the Kiss Army for me. This way we could get in on the pre-sale. I'm really hoping that we could go to one show at least. Hey, Brian, I'm really hoping that we could go to at least one of the final shows. Any info on openers? I wasn't able to listen. They didn't give many details at all. They told at the very beginning of the show, Paul said December 1st and 2nd, Madison Square Garden, and then they didn't talk about it again for an hour and 20 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
So it was a little disappointing in that it took so long for them to get there. One thing that we always have to remember is that Howard Stern, that show, when Kiss goes on there and does a show, it's not for us. It's for people that don't normally listen to Kiss. Right. Because Howard Stern's crowd or listeners are not diehard Kiss fans. So that's why they tell the story of Kiss. It was a very personal interview. You think so, Lee?
Yeah, it was. It was real deep.
Very personal. Gene, one of the things that was crazy, he claims that he wrote Strutter.
That's what he said.
He said that, I think what he was saying, though, was that the chord progression was My Uncle Is a Raft or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that now and see. Before I say anything, Lee, let me ask you, watching the interview, what struck you the most?
I just love the deep personal stuff Gene was giving off about his father and things like that. Like, I thought that was really interesting. I'm not sure. I might have read that somewhere, but I'm not sure I knew a lot of that.
So I was not aware that he ever was in contact with him. Right. I thought it was like only recently that he went looking for him, but at least the way I took it was he'd been taking care of his dad and his other family members for years. I could be wrong, though. I might have taken that wrong, but that's the way I took it.
No, he did. He said he's taking care of the father and step siblings.
Absolutely. At the beginning of the show, when Howard was saying the original members of Kiss, it was funny that he mentioned Eric Carr and then later on corrected himself that it was Peter Criss that was the original drummer. in the band.
Yeah.
For those of you that are hanging out with us right now, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You can post comment, no Detroit out of those final 20 announced. Very surprised, Brad Rustoven. That's true. I haven't looked again at the dates. Let me go ahead and tell you guys if you haven't seen them. Starting October 29th, Austin, Texas, Palm Springs, California, Los Angeles, California, Seattle, Washington, Vancouver, British Columbia, Edmonton, Calgary, Saskatoon, Winnipeg, Montreal, Quebec, Ottawa, Toronto, Knoxville. That's as close as it gets to Lee and I. Indianapolis, Rosemont, Illinois, Baltimore.
Joe.
What happened? What happened? I'm still here. Okay, I'm still here, I think. I think Lee froze. Karen will let me know if you there?
Yeah, there I am.
Okay,
Something happened. I don't know.
Oh, that's all right. Knoxville is too close to Thanksgiving, somebody said. So yeah, there you go. And a bunch of the dates, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 of the dates are in Canada, which is terrific too. So Canadian fans will have the opportunity to see Kiss.
Yeah.
So those are the dates. Let me know. Knoxville is on Black Friday. That's okay. I'm going to figure out how to be there if I can. If you join the Kiss Army fan club, I think it's $50. You'll get in on on the pre-sale. So make sure if you want to, you don't have to, but I'm not, me personally, as the homer that I am, I'm not taking the chance.
I'm gonna probably have to join again.
I joined it already. Karen was like, going away, nuts.
I tried, but I can't remember my password.
I, for some reason, did remember my password. All right, so let's talk about a couple of things that I wrote down, okay? First of all, they mentioned that Kiss has sold 100 million records. That was interesting. And I guess Howard was saying that he was celebrating the 100 million records. December 1st and 2nd is going to be the final 2 shows. Yeah. And they did mention at the end that Rock and Roll All Night will absolutely be the final song that they ever play. Let's see. I just want to make. I wrote in my Kiss notebook.
Notes. You made notes.
Yeah. So, and I never do that. So it's a 2-hour long interview. Now, Karen, my girlfriend, she is a huge Howard Stern fan, and she said that tomorrow the video should be up.
I can't wait for the video.
Yeah. So you get
That's what I was searching for today if I could find a live one, but I couldn't.
Yeah. So apparently they'll show it tomorrow. All you guys are commenting. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you being here.
I found the Eric Carr thing really interesting, how they talked about how they really just didn't believe that it was a problem. Like, he's going to be okay. Like,
okay. So I'm going to tell you, there's a few things. For those of you that didn't get a chance to listen and that will listen tomorrow, they asked Paul what his, I wrote down what the question actually was. Mm-hmm. And the question was your biggest mistake. And he said he really didn't feel like they made a mistake, but he did mention a regret. And the regret was taking the Eric Carr illness. I don't know if he put it in these words, but maybe more seriously as an urgent thing.
They didn't think he was going to, like, it was just going to be fine. He can't.
Right. They thought he was going to, and here's the thing. I don't think Paul said this to get in the good graces of anybody.
No, this all seemed really sincere to me.
Personally. I believe that this bothers him. Mm-hmm. I believe that it bothers him that how Eric Carr situation got handled. Yeah. I believe that it upsets him that he thought everything was going to be fine.
Right.
We've heard this in his book. He never imagined, he says, that Eric was going to die. He thought there was
Right.
a problem and it was a bump and they were going to get over it. I
Mhm.
think that had he known the actual end, like if there was any way to be Nostradamus or, whatever, and
Actually,
see
curious
into
was.
it, yeah, they would have handled it differently.
Right.
I can tell you guys that I just went through exactly this with a friend of mine, Crystal, who was very sick. And, we messaged each other all the time. And I kept thinking I have plenty of time. And unfortunately, she's gone now. I did not realize the urgency of what was going on. And that's completely possible. Now, that aside, I took other notes. Some of it was, the stuff that we already know, the stuff that we already talk about.
Yeah.
One of the things that I felt was a little strange was how hard Howard pushed Gene to admit that he's got a problem. And Gene is like, I thought that eventually he was going to be like, dude, I don't have a freaking problem. I consider myself to be happy and fortunate, and all because my dad left. I had my mom,
No,
and
that
that's
means
all I needed.
Therapy.
That's all I
My
needed was my
father,
mom.
yeah.
I don't know how you listen. Don't forget, if you guys are new here, we're on YouTube every Sunday. That'll include this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We do this show live for at least an hour, and you guys are allowed to, and I say allowed to, but you're able to comment while we do the show. And it's a lot of fun, and it's great to see your comments. We do this every week. We have some big announcements coming up this weekend about Podcast Rock City, the podcast. And you just have to come to the show this week and tune in, and you'll get all the details. But there's some major changes happening, and we want you guys to come along for the journey with us. So subscribe, hit the like button, hit the heart button, whatever the fuck you got. Okay, so let's see. I thought it was really interesting because the way Paul told the story about his mom and how the family got tipped off that they were going to be captured and I guess put in a concentration camp, and they were able.
Those stories are just unreal.
Judy Chase. Hi, Judy. Judy says that they're already mapping out the dates to see how many I can make. Need to start a KISS fund. I'm with you. I'm with you.
For my last KISS concert.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I'll start putting up some of the.
For worse. So.
I'll put up some of the comments the best I can, you guys. It's hard to keep up sometimes. Gene said that I guess they're saying that when they suggested making the band name Fuck, it was a joke.
It was a big joke.
It was a joke. Nobody was ever really serious about that. And
the first album would be called It.
It, right.
And the next one would be You.
Right. Let's see. They spent a lot of time basically defending the lineup as we see it now. Robert Miller, thank you so much. I appreciate that. They really, one of the things, they have to do this. Here's the thing, though. Paul and Gene never have a problem saying, if we could have kept it the way it was, we would have kept it the way it was. Right. But it didn't work out that way. And, I get it. It didn't work out that way. So what they do is they talk about the band that, with Tommy and Eric, and these are the guys, they've been in the band for 20 years. And if you're grateful to have KISS, it's because these guys are in the band. We would not even be around if we didn't have these guys. And I believe that. I get that, I, as a KISS Homer fan, I'm not one of those ones that like sit back and go, oh, imposters and all that. I don't do that. But I'm grateful. I did not want when I saw KISS for the last time in Atlanta on the farewell tour, I cried at the end because I thought it was the end. And I was grateful when they came back. And I'm grateful now, 20 years later, that I still have the opportunity to go see my favorite band.
But Joe, what if they have these 2 dates and then they sell out and they add more, and then December 2nd is not the last show?
I don't believe they would do that. I'll tell you why.
They've done it.
Well, hold on. This is different. So this
Okay.
past, I'm going to tell you why. I want you to listen. This past year, for the Kiss cruise, they announced that Kiss was going to play their final show on the cruise in full costume and makeup, right? It sold out that fast. It was sold out before. It was amazing how fast. They added a second cruise.
Sorry,
That's okay. They added a second cruise, but they added it earlier. They added a day earlier because So
okay.
I believe
That's fair enough.
I believe that if Kiss is going to add dates, it's not going to be behind the second.
Fair
I
enough.
think it'll be before. Do you agree with that?
Yeah,
If it's
that
possible.
would be the right thing to do. I mean, but you
Yeah.
know.
You can't tell people buy tickets to this concert, it's our last show, and then the very next day have a show. I know that so somebody's gonna write me and say, hey, hey, well, Kiss said that they already were doing a farewell in 2000, and now they came back and they did it. Yes, I understand that, but it wasn't the next day. It was
Right.
2 years later. So I don't believe that Kiss would, or if they found out that there was some hype, a lot of hype before, and they thought they could sell out 3 dates, I would imagine they would either add a date before or after, before tickets even went on sale.
That'd be the right thing to do.
Now, I'm also delusional Kiss fan, thinking that, that they care this much. So who knows?
Sorry, I'm on my phone trying to get a better
No, you're good. You're good.
signal.
So everybody's commenting. I really appreciate you guys being here. I thought that the interview was very good, very personal, got deep. Paul and Gene even mentioned how deep the concert got, the interview got,
Yeah, it was.
Do we have a
I
huge
wonder if
party?
they weren't expecting that.
Right. Let's see. Ari and Tommy were on as well. Of course,
Not
yes.
much. They tried to get them in there, but
right. I think one of the things was, when you're going into the history of the beginning of the band, Tommy and Eric weren't there.
There's so much to hear. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, getting to them takes 2 decades.
Right.
So
and let's be honest, Gene and Paul have the most interesting Kiss stories because that's Kiss. I mean, they've been there forever. So
right.
They tried to incorporate Tommy and Eric in there, but they did
right. Once again, thank you guys for all being here, hanging out with us on a Wednesday afternoon or morning, depending on where you are. So let me know what you guys thought of the interview. Don't forget, you can email us at podcastrockcity1.
That's the number 1.
At gmail.com. Podcast Rock City 1. That's the number 1 at gmail.com. I think my girlfriend is flirting with Lee online right here. Lee and her sexy walk.
Yeah, I'm so sexy, Karen.
Mike Williams. Mike, how you doing, Mike? I've done stuff with Mike with Kiss. Keith LaRue understands our point of view on those dates, and I think he will make sure they don't do that stuff in conversations, and that is adding dates, I believe, is what he's talking about right there. Extra dates after they're supposed to be on. Everybody that's watching with us, thank you very much. Let's be real, until the day Paul and Gene are sadly no longer with us, we'll never truly know when Kiss's last show was. I don't. All right. So here's the thing. I don't think this is going to be the last Kiss show. I think this is going to be the last Kiss tour date where they're on the road.
They'll do Vegas residency or something.
Absolutely. Hey, how you doing? Facebook users, don't forget to allow Facebook the permission to show your name on here. Yeah, let's see. They could always add more MSG shows if the demand is there, assuming it will be. Heels and Quads Media, they could possibly do afternoon shows. I know at their age it would be difficult, but possible for one day.
It'd be tough to do 2 shows in a day.
In a day, yeah.
for
Don't
them.
think New York City will be last. I feel additional one-offs will happen. That's Tommy Starr.
One off. Yeah, sure.
Oh, Chris, how you doing? Okay, so that's who that is. All right, good. That put a name with the Facebook thing. This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed. They played Detroit Rock City. They played Shout It Out Loud. They played Rock and Roll All Night.
Big. I thought it sounded really good. I can't wait to see the video.
They played Rock and Roll All Night twice
because it wasn't good enough the first time.
Right. Nick says a little disappointing that the final show won't be a stadium. I understand that.
Yeah. But Madison Square Garden, man, everyone knew it.
Yeah. Lee, how many times have you been to Madison Square Garden to see?
I've never been.
Really?
I grew up in upstate New York, so I never made it to the city.
I went once. Karen and my buddy Bruce and we went this tour when it was in New York City because I thought it would be the last time, and I was like, I have to see them at Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
Here's an interesting quote. Was anything said about special guests?
No.
There was not a whole lot of details other than December 1st, December 2nd, at Madison Square Garden.
The coolest opener would be Cheap Trick. That would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah.
History.
It's really, Gene mentioned Cheap Trick.
Yeah. One of my if they ever opened, that would be just awesome.
Yeah. You guys out there, everybody's putting in their comments. Listen, on a serious note right now, thank you guys. I say this a lot. I am really thankful. Lee is thankful. Sonny and Joey are thankful that you guys come with us every week. I will tell you guys, there is a big change coming to Podcast Rock City. And so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell that's on there on YouTube, because it'll let you know every time we do something on YouTube. And there's going to be more stuff happening. And it's going to be besides our Sunday show I've been doing shorts for over a week now. There will be more of those where we discuss stuff during the day. Maybe on your lunch break, you go on our YouTube page, you check it out. You see that I posted something and it's a discussion and we all talk about it. It's a lot of fun. Go to our Facebook page and check that out as well. Okay, so I want to make sure that I mention everything. The 6th is when the pre-sale goes on sale. Mm-hmm. If you're a member of the KISS Army, you can get in on that. If you're not,
impossible.
Yeah, if you are not, you have to wait till the 10th.
It's gonna be a mess trying to get a ticket.
The 10th, okay. I don't care where I sit. I just want to go. On the 10th is when everybody else that's not in the fan club can get tickets. So write that down on your calendar. We have 9 months to get our hotels. It'll be right around Christmas time, which will be awesome.
Auburn, New York, Nick.
Nick wanted to know where.
Auburn, near Syracuse.
Tommy, I am planning on going to New York City. Lee, I think, is too.
It's in there. I think I'd love it. Yes.
I know that Sonny, being a bigwig in retail, may not be able to do that. It is the busiest time of year. Mike Williams said he votes no opener.
Oh,
just KISS.
Not even Cheap Trick. Come on. What about Argent?
Yeah, they mentioned Argent twice on the show, and that was pretty interesting. Happy for the Canadian dates. Yes, absolutely. That's really cool. I mean, they weren't going to pass up Canada, right?
No.
No. However, I got to tell you that The closest they're going to be to me, where was it? Knoxville? Knoxville.
That's only 3-hour drive, Joe. We can handle that.
Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll get in the car and go.
We'll do it.
You guys that are watching right now, whether it's on the replay of the show or right now live, are you going to a show? Have you looked at the dates and decided, all right, I'm going to this? Some of you have already said, I'm going here. I'm going there. Let's see. They'll bring out Ace and Peter at MSG. I'd be shocked if they didn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I still don't know if they're going to bring in other members. It's hard to say.
That's a really tough one to decide if that's going to happen. Bruce, Bruce has got to be there. I mean,
just bring him up.
His band should be the opener, playing all those
really
80s
cool.
Kiss tunes that they play.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Karen votes no Painter before the Kiss show.
No Painter.
You know the Painter.
Yes,
report.
I know. We've all seen enough of that.
Alex VC says, stoked to see Kiss in Edmonton in November. Man, that's so cool. Listen,
Wow.
all you guys out there that are watching and listening right now, once again, and I know that I'm saying this a lot, but there's a reason for this, and we're really going to get to it on Sunday. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. So every time we do something, because there's a lot going to be happening every week. This will be the place where you will get a weekly live show. Now, don't forget about the other podcasts. I'm never going to say, hey, turn off. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is come here and hang out with us every week. We're going to do it live. It's going to be a lot of fun. Matt Porter does a live podcast once a month and it's live on the radio. He gets to play music. It's awesome and amazing. And
Sorry, I got knocked out.
That's okay. Make sure that you guys visit him every month, as well as all the other shows that you listen to every week. But we're going to be making some big changes around here, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a lot of opportunities for you guys to participate in our discussions. Let's see. Nick says, I hope Bruce opens. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. If I could have anything, I would want Bruce's band to open.
My second choice.
Judy says, no hotel for me. I live in Queens.
Oh, you got any rooms open?
Yeah, I'll sleep on the floor.
Right.
Robert Miller going for sure. Jess Ball, have Ace open. Joe Ciambelli. Joe, I know there's a lot of other people here, man, but I want to go ahead and say I miss you, dude. We're gonna get together soon. Okay. It says that's one of my buds. Joe Ciambelli, how I met him was I was on a Kiss cruise. I had just started doing the podcast by myself. I was walking through the cafeteria, and Joe came walking into the cafeteria wearing our T-shirt.
Nice.
I'd never met him. It was the coolest thing. He
That's
came
awesome.
walking in. I was like, oh, my God. And I think he looked at me and went, what's up, everybody? Joe he's a class act, man. It'll be fun in New York for Christmas, but nothing really was said. It was just a teaser, and I'm guessing the tickets are going to be expensive as hell for the first 20 rows. You bet your bottom.
Plus the VIP. I wonder how much that would be.
Yeah. Let's see.
Joe, are you going to let me paint your face?
For the last show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes me look good. But I can't be Peter.
Good Ace.
I don't want to be Peter. Cheap Trick would be gold for New York City. Tommy says probably doing both. Joe says Chris Burns says if we attend the same show, Joe, the first beer is on me. Dang, Chris, I'll tell you, I'm really not supposed to drink, but that day, if you're there, I'm having a drink with you.
Have one.
I'll have one with you. Okay, so on the cruise that I just got off, Joey from our show had me have a drink with him, and it's for him. And even though it was a girly drink, because that's what I don't know why they call it girly drinks, because it was chocolatey.
It's a girly drink.
Casada was excited that I had a drink with him. Mike says, I'll go to the last MSG show on the 2nd. We'll probably have to get resale tickets. What will that cost?
Oh, that's even more.
Yeah. Dark Light. Ace can't open because it will take away the surprise. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Some of us hope for, but who knows?
Yeah. Javier. Wow, it's just going by so fast. Everybody's so excited. All right. So let's see. If a date is near my area, I will definitely go. That's Javier. Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, Quebec City, New York. Those are the shows you're going to go to. Woo! I want to do what you do for a living. I'm going to be broke. I might have to sell my house in order to just go to any of these. Have quarantine open. That would be fun too. Let's see. Judy, not a bad idea. Kiss pre-party here in Queens.
Oh yeah, Judy.
Party at Judy's house. What? Would have loved to see a North or South Carolina date. Wasn't there one? There wasn't one?
I don't know. I'll have to look again.
Yeah, I'm looking again. I don't, I guess not. So it looks like Tennessee is as close as it gets.
Yeah.
I don't. Right now, I'm going through the Mandela effect of everything I saw. Kiss just finally announced the final. Chuck McFarland, you win the internet today for your joke. Let's see. Kiss Army things. What up, Podcast Rock City? Just now tuning in. I love the CERN show. Nothing like hearing Kiss live on the radio. Cheers to both of you. Hi, look, those guys do a really good show. Make sure you check it out. I enjoyed it. I watched a show that they did this week, and it was 1 second. Like, it was like you had to guess the song with 1 second. I suck at that. When we do Name That Tune with Joey, it's impossible. Although I think I won it once. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, please. Here is this. What's going on here? By the way, Lee, my husband is Ross from Ross the Boss from Manowar. Oh my God, you're a huge Manowar fan.
New York, baby. I saw it so many times. I was at the Blow Your Speakers video shoot too.
That's awesome.
Oh man, I love Manowar, man. Cool.
Listen, all you guys that are on here right now, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Let's say I didn't see you on the Jericho cruise, Joe. I ran into Joey like twice. Dang!
What?
I promise. I was everywhere with Joey. I was everywhere. Let's see.
Joe, you're having a beer.
I didn't have any beers. All I drink are mudslides. I'm such a baby. If it's not chocolatey, I don't want it. This tour is never going to end. Cruise Wayne. Let's see. My boy, Joe Lascon is going. I'm going to tell you right now, Joe is going to every show right now. He's talking to the warden, and the warden is his wife. And right now, he's like either on his knees begging and saying, please, can we go? And she's good. She's amazing and totally agreeable. I know they just had some good news. I'm not going to share that. I can't share that right now, but Joe, I'm so happy for the good news that you guys got this past week. Let's see. Heels and Quads Media. I'm sure the last show will be a pay-per-view. They didn't even mention that, but that's possible.
That's possible, yeah.
Look, Cruise Wayne is funny. Have Stephen Piercy open.
Nobody wants that. I love
Nobody
rap,
wants
though.
it.
I mean, I do love rap. I heard Stephen Piercy's voice has actually gotten better since the last time I saw him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the word on the street.
Mr. Keenan, how are you doing? Think I've seen my last show in 2021. It would be cool if you could make another one, though. Let's see. Paul sounded good singing on the show. I'm sure Eddie Trunk will go nuts. Well, we'll have to wait and see what he says there.
And I loved what Paul said about, look, I'm 70. It's not going to sound like Alive. If you want that voice, go listen to Alive. I mean, it made sense. The guy is 70.
Yeah. Robin says there was a North Carolina date in 2022. I think what they were talking about is for the last few dates. Kiss Army things. I sucked at it too. Thanks for the shout out. Of course. You can return the favor. We appreciate that kind of stuff too. I know we've been around forever, but you know, any kind of plus is a plus. Let's see. So let's go ahead and we've been on for about 35 minutes. I'll go ahead and tell you guys that this Sunday we'll be making announcements about the future of Podcast Rock City, what's happening with it. We're almost to 10 years doing the show, and it's time to make a little bit of a change, and we are going to, but you're going to have to tune in on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time to find out all the details. And I guess that's it. If you have any questions for us, any ideas of things that you would like us to talk about, podcast Rock City 1, that's the number 1 at gmail.com. You can get our t-shirts at clicktees.com. If you go there to get Kiss t-shirts, clicktees.com, you type in Podcast Rock City, they have our t-shirts. You can get those. If you get a shirt, put it on, take a picture, post it on our Facebook. That would be amazing. Thank you guys. You guys rock. Thank you. We really do appreciate it. We're not leaving your ass. Everybody, don't leave. New York, hotels in New York in December. Yikes.
That's what I'm saying. I got to find somebody to leech off of there.
Yeah. We'll all be sleeping in Jersey at Joe. I'll sleep next to the pool.
I got a friend in Jersey. That's probably hit her up.
But
then
you know what I'm saying.
The Quick Stop one there, you know, the Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, yeah. I've never been there. I really like to go.
It's right there, man.
All right, you guys. This was a lot of fun. We can all go back to work now. And
I gotta go back to work.
Lee took this time off. I'm getting ready to go to work. Thank you, guys. I love you all. Thank you again for tuning in with us. I hope you enjoyed the interview. I'm sure it'll be online tomorrow. Go ahead and
can't wait.
And it's going to be video as well. Go check it out. There was even a little bit of bickering, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, so great.
Share this video. I'm about to post it on Facebook. Please share this video to all your Kiss friends. Lee, thank you very much. We're out of here in 3, 2, 1. Peace.